Yes, offer acceptance rate has been increased from 65% to 80% because you have already invested a week.
Reaches the offer stage, why would they even not think of accepting the offer?
Every decline offer cost around 8 to 12 recruiters are to backfill.
So I have a hiring question for you. What if a candidate clears every interview, likes the role, likes the team, reaches the offer stage? Why would they even not think of accepting the offer?
Because most of the people assume that another company offer more package.
That's usually the first answer.
It is, but when we look at the hiring process, the issue was something else. The offer acceptance rate was about 65%.
That's lower than most teams would want.
It becomes bigger problem when you hire at this scale. Last year they have closed 173 hires. Means every declined offer has to reopen, reschedule the interview, do again screening, sourcing, which things HR already done before, they have to do it again.
Oh, so what was causing candidates to drop off?
It may be when they see the offer letter. So they can see the various deduction like PF contribution, PT contribution, other variable pay, and their take home salary. The package was not changing. Their understanding was.
So the surprise wasn't the number itself. It was like seeing the complete picture for the first time, right?
That's what created a friction. Sometimes recruiter has to explain the compensation after offer has been already rolled out. Some candidates are open for the renegotiation. Sometimes candidate also take a multiple calls before making any decisions. And sometimes some candidates just walk away.
Which is probably the worst point in the process to lose someone.
Because you have already invested a week to get them over there.
What changed?
So they introduced to the more structured pre-offer process by using My Next Hire, where the team can provide a provisional offer letter so the candidate can walk through all the details, they can ask the question before making any decision. By this time, the final offer arrives, there were no surprises left.
That sounds simple. I understand why this would work.
Yes, offer acceptance rate has been increased from 65% to 87%.
That's a pretty significant jump.
To close 173 hires at an 87% of acceptance rate, the team roughly needs a 199 offer compared to 266 offer at an earlier rate.
So that's about 67 extra offers.
Yes, the 67 positions are back in the pipeline. Every decline offer cost around 8 to 12 recruiters are to backfill, which means across the year it is a reduction is somewhere around 500 to 800 hours back to the team.
What's interesting is that none of this came from finding more candidates.
That's what stood out to me. Everyone talks about the applicant numbers and screening, sourcing, but here is the win. We make sure that candidate walk through all the details before the offer hits to their inbox.
So the lesson isn't really about the offers.
It's about the expectation. The candidate understands the compensation package before the offer letter arrive. They are making the decision with all the information they already have.
And that's how an offer becomes a confirmation instead of a negotiation.
That's how it works.
All right, that's a wrap. Share this with the recruiter who wants to see this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.